Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name's Sasha. I love reviewing indie eyeshadow palettes. I do a lot of those, multiple product videos. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'd love to have you guys here. And for this video, I want to do something fun, different, brand new. It's gonna be a series. I've been waiting for the day to do this, the right time, because now that we have our own place, I keep mentioning, I'm sorry, but I just have that privacy and I don't have to feel embarrassed like recording or anything. I love having my own space to record. It's just me time. I was gonna record this last week so I could talk about the Black Friday sales, but I got sick. My throat was extremely sore. I couldn't really talk. It was so sore. I kept coughing. And I'm still a little sick, but I'm all better now. Like practically I could talk again. I can record without my voice cracking. But I'm basically gonna do a 2-in-1 video because now that Black Friday passed, I'm gonna talk about my Black Friday purchases first, and then we're gonna talk about some indie eyeshadow palette releases. So I want to mainly focus on the series of indie palette releases. I'm hoping to do it at least once a month. Realistically, I think that's what I'll be able to do. So first thing first, I'm gonna start with my Black Friday purchases, but before that, let me know what you guys got from Black Friday because I would love to know like what are some of the stuff that you're really looking forward to. So for this year, I didn't want to go too crazy. I had some really like self-control. I mean, I got some nice stuff, a good amount of stuff, but not too much. I just really tried to handle myself more for this year. The very first thing, the Black Friday sales, it was really early on. It was Unearthly Cosmetics, and you know I love Unearthly Cosmetics. They're one of my favorite indie brands, and I actually spoiled myself a little bit extra with that brand because when I made that big purchase, I hadn't bought anything for a while. I was like being on a low buy, like very strict with myself before being able to move and all that. But let me see, let me bring out what I bought from Unearthly Cosmetics. They had it on Halloween, so I was like really happy to buy so much because I saved like $100. I bought like 4 different things. Well, actually 2 collections and 2 palettes, and I saved $100. So I feel pretty happy that I saved so much money. So the very first thing that I was really looking forward to is the Fall Magic Remastered palette. So I'm on the second pre-order, so I'm still waiting for my stuff to ship. It might ship separately with the other stuff, or maybe not. Maybe it'll ship together. It just depends. They have a warehouse and then an in-house. They keep some of the stuff in their actual house too. The Fall Magic Remastered, that's the one I can't wait to put on my eyes because I love fall palettes. I know it's gonna be past fall, but I'm still gonna play with it. And the second one palette that I kind of treated myself is the Sorcerer's Smoke palette, and this is one I thought I could easily pass on. I mean, I could have easily passed on it. It's not something I needed, but I just added it just to save a little bit extra. And I feel like I might get a lot of use. It's like a nice neutral palette, but you could do a lot of smoky looks with that one, but not too much. It's like a very wearable, suitable palette to wear for every day. And then I got 2 collections. The Devinah Halloween collection. I've been wanting this like for so long, and I keep telling myself I'll get it next week or I'll get it the week after, and I just kept procrastinating on this collection. But the more I see it, the more I wanted it, especially for those lippies too. And every time I seen the looks online on Instagram, I wanted it so bad. Like, it's so deep. It's like vampy but foresty. And then I love the lippies, and I got it mainly for the lippies. Of course, it comes with lip glosses and satin liquid lipstick, so I can't wait for that collection. And also another thing I treated myself is the Summer 23 smaller mystery box, and they had a different collection. It was between that or that. The other one was more rainbow, but this one's more, I forgot how the palette looks, but I know they have some stuff that has pink in it, and I thought this collection was super cute, so I really wanted this too. But that's what I ordered from Unearthly Cosmetics. So I kind of spoiled myself there, but I was pretty early on with the Black Friday sales. And then the second thing that came along, I might be talking out of order, but Moon's Cosmetics, they sell single eyeshadow, multi-chrome, special shadows. And my taste in shadows when it comes to special shades, I prefer getting like the most expensive shades. I just love shifty, sparkly, special, beautiful shades. So my taste in multi-chromes, they're very expensive, but I'm always happy every time when I order from Moon's. Very happy. So I treated myself with 10 shades. I'll just show you guys right here which shades I got. The sale they had was really good, but I just ended up using my Terramoon points and I got a better discount that way. I added it up. I saved, I think, I was comparing the prices. I thought it was like less, but I actually saved about like $7 more with the Terramoon points. So if you shop a lot from Terramoons, usually you get like an email, and I would always remember about the points, but this time I really really remembered, so that way maybe I can use it and save some more money. And I was able to save more money besides the discount. I couldn't stack the code, so I couldn't get the discount and my Terramoon points, so I was kind of sad about that, but still I ended up saving a lot of money with this order. I bought like 10 different shades, so I got some from this new collection, a lot from their new collection, and then a few, I think maybe 2 from their collection before that. I think the collection before that I wasn't like super into. I think I only got 2 shades, and from this newest collection, their winter collection, I thought a lot of these shades were really pretty, so I can't wait to put these on my eyes. If I have the time, I might make a video of it, but can't promise you guys on that. So the next thing I ordered was from Oden'S, and if you guys follow along my channel, I always talk about it. I'm not sure. I feel like I talk about it a lot, but the palette I feel like I missed out on is the Stone and Rock palette. So I was able to get that on sale for $22, and I also got the dry brush cleaner, just the sponge part, because I'm always using this. This one's so used up. Look how dirty and old it looks like, but it's super dirty. I've had this for over a year, since like last year of Easter, and it really comes in handy when I do my eye looks. Like if I just want to clean off some pigment from a specific color, I do it for every color before I jump into a new shade. But I got 2 of those. They were on sale, but they're super cheap, and I've always wanted the Stone and Rock palette. It's such a beautiful green palette, and on the pictures they have on their website, they don't bring them to justice. That's why you should always rely on pictures online from people posts or their swatches. It looks way better on other people's photos and videos. So I can't wait. I've been wanting that palette since it was released. I couldn't get it because I was like kind of broke back then. And then the next thing after that, I got the Gimme Glow Cosmetics. The Gimme Glow Cosmetic, I actually went a little bit overboard with this one. I thought I was just gonna get the blushes, bronzer, the water activated liners, but when I seen how much their singles were, they were freaking cheap, and I had to take advantage of that sale. And plus I've been wanting to try out their single formula. I only have one of their palettes. It's the Butterfly Vibes palette, and I do love that palette. That's like one of my favorite color stories, and I love the shimmers in that one too. So I think, so far from what I tried, I love their shimmers. But let's see, did I get mattes? I did get a few mattes, so I'm just gonna show you guys what I got over here. Yeah, I got a lot. So I got 3 different blushes, and I'm surprised I didn't get the lilac blush, but I just wanted to get something that I would often use, because I don't often buy makeup, so I've been trying to use some makeup that I've been loving, or that I just want to continue keeping and using. I don't want to keep my makeup and just collecting. I just want to use my makeup. So I got 3 blushes. I love blushes. I need to try out the formula. And the bronzer, I needed to try out the bronzer formula too, but my friend Brittany, she told me she has a channel here too. I should have asked her. I didn't know that she already tried this formula out, but she said they're pigmented, and I'm kind of scared. So I'm just hoping I love the formula enough that I can use it often. So I got some pretty shades with the blushes, and then the singles. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to all the singles. I got 2 empty magnetic palettes. I got the Baby Bat Attack. I didn't like the cover so much. I mean, the cover is fine. I mainly got it because it's like a 12-pan palette, and then just when you open it, it looks like just moon and clouds. It didn't really show the bat, so I thought that was cute. I love the moon, that's why. And the other empty magnetic palette that I got, let me see, where is it? Oh, the Magical Guardian palette. I wish they had something in between. They had a 9-pan palette, I believe, and then a 24. So I wish they had like a 12-pan palette, because I would have been perfect. But I got this one. I mean, at least it's very beautiful and pretty. So I love butterflies, and I think it has the moon too. Does it have the moon? Yes, it has the moon. So I thought, yeah, that's like a dream anti-magnetic palette. But I got a bunch of singles. They kind of lean a little bit on the muted side. I feel like they had more, but they weren't available. So I just got what I enjoyed seeing, and I'm just gonna create BYOPs, some of my own BYOPs. I could use those shades along with other shades. I was thinking of using the the Bella Beauty Bar Best Matte Palette. I love those mattes. I think this is the last brand that I bought from, but I've always wanted to try them out. So it's Slayfire Cosmetics. I always want to try them. So what they have is the glitters, different type of glitters, gel glitters, loose glitters, a lot of sparkles stuff. I don't think they have singles, but it's more about glitter stuff. And the reason why I've been wanting to try them out because one of my friends, Sydney, she's on Instagram. Every time she uses glitter from Slayfire, usually when it comes to doing here, like those special glitters, or she does it, I don't know, but she does some magical looks. But every time when I see it tagged at Slayfire, I'm always in love with her looks. Like all her looks I love, but every time when she uses the glitters, the special beautiful glitters, like there's different shades like rainbows, confetti, all that sparkly stuff, iridescent. I'm always in love, so I'm so happy. I'm finally gonna try them out. I just literally got a shipping notification just now. Let me see, when is it gonna come? It just made the label, but I'm so excited to get that. I've always wanted it, and I love doing creative looks or fun looks. I always need something special sometimes if I don't do normal looks, and I think that's really gonna spice up some of my looks. But yeah, I think that's all I got from Black Friday. So just Slayfire, Give Me Glow, Oden'S, Terra Moons, and Unearthly. So that's basically all it. So let me know, what did you guys buy from Black Friday? Did you guys go crazy? I didn't want to go crazy because I had to save that money aside to buy tablets for my kids. Now we're going to talk about indie eyeshadow palettes releases. So I'm going to be talking about some new ones, and to mix some new ones and some that have already been released, or some that is about to be released, or some has just recently got released. So within the past few weeks, I guess. I don't think it's going on past a month, but a few weeks. And yeah, I have a lot to talk about. I'll be honest, very, very honest with these, what I think about each palette. But I'll try not to go on and on about them. But the very first one, let's talk about the Unearthly Cosmetics, the Dreamer collection. So this one, I can't stop looking at it. I want to get it, but I kind of convinced myself I don't need it. Let me just wait for the other palettes to come, like for my Black Friday sale, so I can enjoy those. But this one, I can't stop looking at it. It kind of reminds me a little bit, not too much. It's like a sister palette to the Serenade palette. It was from the limited edition box from Valentine's from this year. And I love that palette too. So I think those two will pair really great together. So that's why I keep thinking about it. I haven't checked their website. I know they sold out the first batch of the palette. The collection, I haven't checked if it got sold out already, but I keep thinking about it. I want to get the collection because of the lipsticks, because it comes with 3 lipsticks. And ooh, actually I forgot to move aside, but it includes 3 lipsticks, and they're a beautiful shade, especially that purple shade right there. And then it comes with, I think, a highlighter trio. I don't need any more highlighter. I've been enjoying the highlighter singles. They were gifted. The low light singles, they are so good, smooth, very special, easy formula to work with, lightweight but beautiful. I highly recommend those. So I don't need any more highlighters, and I know I don't need any more lippies. I just want to try out the formula and the palette. It's beautiful. So this is something probably I'll eventually buy. I don't think it's limited edition. If it was limited edition, then I would have bought the collection. I don't think it's limited edition. I hope it's not. But yeah, next thing I want to talk about is the Bella Beauty Bar Jeweled. It's a Bejeweled palette. I believe it's a Bejeweled palette. I forgot to screenshot the caption. Okay, I'm talking too fast, but I think this palette is really beautiful. It's really deep. The shadows. Oh, okay. So I'm using Shifty Shadow swatches. It was posted from Bella Beauty Bar, but I'm such a fan of her work when she does her swatches, and in the background she used, they're always so perfect. But she could always convince me to want to buy a palette, but I told myself I don't need this one because I feel like, I mean, besides those blue and green shades, I'm not sure if I have shades that deep within those type of shades. But the shades from the red and purples, I feel like I kind of have that with the Bella Beauty Bar's palettes already. I feel like, I just haven't checked, but those shades with the blue and green, they are freaking gorgeous. And the special shades, beautiful. I always enjoy Bella Beauty Bar formula. I do have an affiliate code with them too, and it's Sasha, if you guys ever decide to buy from them. And I know at one point I was buying almost every palette, like from this year, almost. Besides this one, this is probably the only one recently that I've skipped. So I know they had this on sale on Black Friday for maybe like 10, 15, maybe $20 cheaper than it was. I kind of have FOMO for not getting it that cheap, but I didn't want to go too crazy for Black Friday because everything just adds up, you know. So if I still want this, I'll probably get it later, but I still have the recently the Affluence. I think I just mentioned it, how this one kind of reminded me with the red and purples a little bit. I still need to play with that one. That one's going to be one of the palettes I'm playing this month. Oh, this year's going to end very soon, so I'm really sad about that, but yeah, I think it's beautiful. It's really deep and gorgeous, so you don't get a lot of shades. You're gonna be creating like a lot of dark looks with this one. The shimmers, they're mid some glow to them, but I can see just a lot of dark looks with this one. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. But the next one, I did pick this one up. This is the NC Rain, and it's the Lands of Enchantment palette. It's so beautiful and dreamy. I only got the palette and one of the singles. I forgot which single I got. It was like the fairy, I forgot what it's called. They're single multichrons. They look so beautiful, and so that's why I just treated myself to get one of those singles in the palette. I needed it, and it's this color story. It reminded me of the Brittany Huffin palette, the Midwinter Dream, that they collabed with last winter. And I remember wanting that palette, and I was ready, but I think the launch time, it was released a little bit earlier, so I missed it, and I was super sad about it. So I had to wait for it, and I think I got it, I think maybe January or February, or I forgot when, but it was worth the wait, I guess. But that's what the color story reminded me of with this one. So I'm definitely going to be doing comparisons with these two palettes. And also my friend Brittany, when she was doing one of her makeup talk videos, she mentioned about the ColourPop Aurora Strut, and I do have that palette, so I'll also compare this one with that one, because no wonder I love this color story. My favorite color is purple, blue, greens, and this one's more a little bit pastel, half pastel, and some deep colors, so you could add some depth to this looks. Yeah, it has a good amount of deep colors, but you could do a lot of soft looks with this one, or you could really do dark looks as well. So I think it's a pretty versatile palette, so I can't wait to play that one. And plus it's magnetic as well, so I'm very happy to see magnetic palettes from NC Rain. I wish all brands could do it, but you know, some do have limitations. The next palette I want to talk about, it's a collab palette with Shine by SD Cosmetics with Glamsmitty. She's a content creator, but she does beautiful content with swatches and even her eye looks too, whenever she does to her eye looks. But just the way she captures sparkles is so beautiful. Like, she has her own unique style to it. But I'm very happy for her. And oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. So you could buy them as singles or a palette. So you don't have to buy the whole thing, but if you're just into the singles, which I really appreciate, Shine by SD Cosmetics. I have not tried them, but I've been wanting to try them. There's a lot of single eyeshadow brands that I want to try. I was hoping I would be able to try a few new ones this year. Actually, I mean, I still have one brand that I still need to use. But next year will be my year. I will do my best to save money for those single eyeshadow brands. But that's a good thing. If you're not into the whole palette, you could just get a few shades. You don't have to get the whole thing. So I'm not sure if I need the whole palette. I don't know how much it's gonna cost. Depending on the cost, maybe I'll get the whole thing. I'm hoping to get this one. I'm not sure if I will, but I'm hoping I can. I love supporting mostly the content creator rather than the brand. Of course, I want to try out the brand, but I'm just mostly trying to support the content creator. That's why. So I'm just really happy for her. And then the next palette I'm going to be talking about is the Gimme Glow Cosmetics. It's the Mystical Garden palette. So I remember asking, because they had released I think it was a Butterfly Moon palette that I just bought, or maybe a different one. But I was asking, are you going to have a palette with that color? And they said yes. So I did decide to skip on this. It is a beautiful palette. It's like neutral with just a pop of blues. But the blues, I feel like they could have skipped one blue at least. And I feel like it does have that yellowish shade. I can't read that yellowish shade. It leans a little bit green. I feel like they could have added maybe another yellow shade that leans a little bit more yellow. Or maybe a yellow shimmer too. But that's the only critique I'll give about this palette. I have not tried a formula in this one. I have only tried the formula in the Butterfly Vibes palette, and I mostly like the shimmers. The mattes were fine to me, but Every palette can vary. That's why I got the singles to try out the single formula, how they are like. And it's a beautiful palette. I feel like a neutral person will get some more use out of this. And especially if you love blues. I love blues. But I feel like I don't need this one. I could pass on it. So the next palette I want to talk about is the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. And when I seen the cover to this, I thought it was so badass. Like, I'm just admiring the artwork. Because I used to be an artist before. I mean, I wasn't such a great artist. I mean, I could draw, but not like... Oh, this is... I'm just admiring the beauty, the details, the textures. Whoever drew this, I am admiring it. You guys... Whoever drew this, you guys did a fantastic job. That's why when I see artwork with the indie brand palettes, when I see the artwork, and if I go crazy for it, it's because it's just me. That's just me. The artist in me. I love art. And then when I see the color story reveal for this one, I was expecting it to be a little bit deeper. I'm just giving my honest thoughts. It is still a very, very beautiful palette. I actually was thinking about picking this one up so I could try out the formula. And I feel like I would get some use out of this one. But currently, right now, I know it's just decisions, right? I want to use the palettes I have right now. And some that are waiting for me to use. That's the reason why. So if I still want this, I will pick it up. Unless they come up with something better. Like, this is really good. Like, it looks great. The looks I've seen. Especially the looks I've seen. The green. It's so sparkly. These shimmers are. And the matte choices are beautiful. Very soft. You just get some depth, but not too dark. So that purple, the brown, and then just a pop of that coral orange shade. Look how shifty those shades are. Very impactful. And then the next palette I want to talk about. This one, I almost picked it up for just mainly one reason. So Devinah Cosmetics. I only have their singles from the Mystic Cove collection, and they are great, fantastic formula. They sell singles, and this is their very, very first palette. So I was like, I love the artwork. Again, the artwork, the unicorn. And then they just released a video, like, I think last week. The details of the palette. You see some glitters. It's so beautiful. I'm not sure if they released just the empty magnetic palette. I don't think they did. But if they do, I'll just pick it up just for the cover. Because it's so beautiful. But the shimmers, they look pretty. I don't think they really swatches. So I think that's another reason why. Maybe I didn't pick it up, but I also thought how kind of muted. I love muted color stories too, but I feel like this palette in general will be great for people who are neutral lovers. And I do love some neutrals, but I'm just being more realistic with my purchases. If I want to buy it, would I use it? I'll probably be able to use it, but I feel like whatever looks you come up with this one, I haven't seen swatches. I feel like they will be wearable with the hint of color. That's how I see it, especially with those very pastel and light shades. You're gonna do some light looks with this one, so that's a reason why I didn't pick it up. But I almost did because they had it such a fantastic deal on Black Friday, first come first serve, and I almost got a piece because of the deal. I almost did, but I passed on it. I thought about it realistically. I don't need it. I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it, so I just pass on it for now. And now the next one, this one I'm super excited about. I actually have this already. It just came yesterday. The Cosmic Brushes Wonderland palette. It's beautiful. So I'm going to talk about it, but I have not played with this one. I have not done swatches, but it looks so pretty in person. And I love Cosmic Brushes formula. Oh my gosh, isn't this beautiful? So I'm going to review this soon. I'm going to be working on this video first, and then I wanted to record another video. I want to wrap up my review for the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Rich Romantic palette. So that's the palette I'm wearing on my eyes. If you guys are wondering, I failed to mention in the beginning. So far, I am loving it. They're like nice wearable looks, but special. Very glowy, romantic, fiery shades. Very pretty. But I just want to wrap up my review. I just did two. This is my second look. But I didn't do tutorials. I was just going to do a fast, like, review. I was just gonna do my third look with you guys and just wrap up this review, just in case if you guys are curious, if you guys want to pick it up, because I don't know, I just love sharing my videos even if they're super late. I just want to share my thoughts and also inspire with looks. I know I brought that out of nowhere, but the Winter Wonderland palette, this is one of the colors that's driving me nuts. Probably more so than the Insane Rain Lands of Enchantment. That one was so beautiful, mystical. Oh, fairy vibes. I have to see it in person, but I think because this is in person, I think it's the color contrast too. just their color choices. Whoever the creator is for cosmic brushes, they are such an artist. I love the color stories they create. The Muse is one of my top favorite palettes. It's like top 3 palettes from this year for sure. That's what I'm thinking, because how much I love it, how much I use it too. And this one, I love blues and purples, and blues that lean like a little bit green, like teals, aquas. They have my heart. Like they get me weak. Like this palette is getting me weak. That's why I'm like, can't wait to review this one. You guys will probably see the review for next week. So I'm back to being a little consistent. That's why I turn on those notification bells, because I don't have a schedule. I just post whenever I can. But yeah, I'm such a huge fan with Cosmic Brushes formula. Their mats are very easy to work with. They're soft and they're actually pretty affordable too. The only thing is they're shipping, because it's coming from the UK. Usually UK or England. And I forgot where else. Well, Australia too. The shipping's always higher when it's coming to the US, which I'm from. But I don't mind it. I still think it's worth it with the shipping and also using the discount too. So I can't wait to play with this one. I love the color story. I love their formula in general, both shimmers and mattes. The next palette, I just brought up this brand just now because it's what I'm wearing for. I'm wearing their Rich and Romantic palette from Glaminatrix. I just mentioned them. But let me mention them again because I want to talk about this palette. This Fairy Lights palette. It looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful, guys. It's very sparkly. I think it's perfect for the holidays. Do I need it? I feel like I could pass on it. But just looking at it, it is getting to me how sparkly it is. And it's so nice they added that red shimmer. I think it's just perfect. It makes it more perfect for the holidays. Like, it's not too red leaning. It's just like more of a wearable red. But all these shimmers are very wearable. And you have a holochrome. I think one holochrome. And it is very sparkly. I love rainbow holochromes. It has rainbow sparkles. I love those type of shades. But I feel like I will be, I'm not sure. I was kind of thinking about it, if I should get it or not. But I feel like I could live without it. The next thing I want to talk about is not a palette. I know but it's indie though. It's an indie collection from Phantasia Cosmetica, and it's their Lost Library collection. So they have some 6 holochromes, smooth holochrome, very sparkly shadows and also very shifty, and a lot of lipsticks. Oh, some from blue greens to reds to almost like pink orangey shades. And also, what else they released? They released a candle or a few candles, but they released several things in this collection. But the main thing I'll talk about is the singles. I think the singles, they look beautiful. They look very sparkly. I mean, I'm not shocked because they do really great with their multi-chromes when their palettes. I'm such a fan because they're buttery formal. It's so buttery and smooth and shifty. Also, another thing, their lipsticks. I do kind of want to talk about the lipsticks too. I love when brands, when they do bold colors, like the colorful colors, like the purples, blues. There's not a lot of purples in this one. It's not really purple. It's mostly the blue and green. And then those are the only different colors to me. But I would love to try out the formula. I know I have a lot of lippies, but if I do buy lippy, I'll try to buy a bold color. But this is something I'll probably pick up eventually. I know they had like a sale, their Black Friday sale. I'm not sure for the lipsticks, but for their holochromes, it was about 8% off plus an affiliate code. And I mean, I could have had my chance to try out the holochromes, but I think I could pass on it. Very happy with my collection right now, unless I want to spoil myself with the new brand or just a fan of searching singles, and I'll just purchase what I want to purchase. But the lipsticks is probably something I'll probably pick up in their next palette release if it's something that I'm really into. I think the last one, what was the last one? Oh, I didn't pick up the Warlock palette. I really wanted to badly, but realistically I'll probably not get a lot of use out of it. Besides, like, if I want to do spooky or deep looks, I think that color chart is gorgeous. But whenever they release a palette that I'm really into, then I'll probably pick up the blue lipstick because I don't have a blue lippy. And greens, I could probably pass on the green, but I need that blue lipstick. I need it, man. Okay, but the next thing I want to talk about is by Unearthly Cosmetics, and it's their Obsession palette. So this color store is gorgeous. So I'm gonna use these swatches that was posted. Yeah, I'm crediting the artist every time, but all these swatches are so beautiful. I really love the deep colors to this palette. And the shimmers, they're really shifty too when you see other swatches. And then you have some light shades too if you want to use those lighter shades to lighten up the transition shades or just blend out certain colors. But the shimmers are so very, very beautiful. But I just recently just watched a video today of Smeek brand. Oh, I know I just mentioned her earlier. But yeah, gosh. She did a video comparing this palette, the Obsession palette, with the Man-Eater palette, and I actually was gifted the Man-Eater palette and some other palettes, but that one I want to use. I've been wanting that palette, so I'm so happy to be gifted that one. But they look really similar. I didn't think of it, but they do, and they will make great sister palettes. So I'm gonna use that one to just try out the formula. If I'm a fan, I almost picked this one up, but I was just saying I could just wait. If it's not limited edition, I could wait. Now for the Glamsmitty Cosmetics Machina palette. When I first seen the cover with this one's actually just released today. I'm actually thinking about this one, but it's because of my Black Friday sales. I just want to hold off from buying right now unless I really, really want it. But this one I could probably wait just a little bit. I'll probably get it next year. If I still want it, I'll get it next year. But the Machina palette, it is a beautiful, beautiful color story. The cover, I'm obsessed with the color story. When I seen the cover, I was obsessed with it. I still love the cover. It's beautiful, man. Like, it looks so vibrant. And then when I seen the color story, it was a little bit unexpected. It is vibrant. It has like some primer colors in this one, and you get like a split color story as well, from the blue grays and greens to the brighter pops of color with the punchy orange and pinks and that vibrant purple. So I think this color story is gorgeous, and I almost got it. It's made it for the mattes, really. The shimmer looks beautiful. The only shimmer I'm really into are the bottom two shimmers, like that blue translucent shimmer and that silver shimmer. But the other few shimmers, I haven't seen reviews, so I'm just judging it based on the swatches. They don't look too impactful, so mainly I'm just going crazy for the mattes in this one. And another thing I just want to mention, if Glamsmitty ever make their palettes magnetic, I think she has brought it up. I don't remember. I have a bad memory. I think she might have a reason why she doesn't want to do magnetic, or maybe she's planning or she's working on it. I don't remember. Bad memory again. But if once she does makes her palette magnetic, it's just another like more reason of me wanting her palette. So if this was already magnetic, this palette, I would have just bought it. Honestly, I would have bought it today. It was magnetic. That's just like the push button for me. Like, oh, it's magnetic. I love the color story. I am gonna make good use out of this one, but I just telling myself I could wait on it. I'll just wait till next year. So yeah, I'll wait till next year. I'll just enjoy seeing the looks from everyone, and if I'm still loving it, vibing with it, then I will get it next year for sure. So this one, it's a smaller indie brand. It's from official Spellbound Beauty, and I just want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. I didn't know about this one until I ran into it. I knew about the brand. The one I really want to get someday, if I ever get it, is the Witchcraft palette. That color story is perfect for Halloween, or even, you know, my colorful glowy eye looks in general whenever I do them. But this color story, I want to talk about it. It does match the cover. I'll give the brand that. I haven't seen swatches, so I'm probably being a little bit extra judgmental about this one, but it's very lacking in color. It's gray. It's grayish and very light shades. I have not seen swatches how the shimmers look. If the shimmers look at least impactful, then I'll probably be a little bit less hard on it, but just judging it, yeah, that's why it's important to see swatches. So let me see. I haven't checked because I screenshot this a few days ago. And I'm not really into it, but just in case you guys are into it, let me know. Or if you guys picked this one up, or how do you guys enjoy their formula in general. But yeah, not so much to talk about because I don't have swatches with this one. But the next one, ooh, this one's so beautiful. I was just admiring from afar, but this is a brand I've always wanted to try. It's a touch of glam beauty, and there's been a Holo Misunderstanding. So there's a few brands that they love doing how do you say it? They love making names with puns. Oh my god. So this is one of the brands. They crack me up with their names. And it is beautiful. So I'm very tempted. So vibrant. Those holochromes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do I need this one? I might need it. But I'm going to control myself that I don't need it right now. I could just get it later if I really want it badly, but this is probably a great way to try out their formula. Touch of Glam, I think she hand pressed, or he or she hand, or they hand pressed their formula, because they have an Etsy shop, I believe. I think they just recently launched a website. Oh, I need to check it out. I briefly checked it out, but normally they have an Etsy shop. So, and I think I heard people, it might be, I think it's this brand that she does take a while because she hand makes it, just like with a few brands like Electrum Cosmetics. When they hand make shadows on their own, hand pressing it, it really takes time, a lot of labor work. But from what I heard from other people, that's always worth the wait. And you guys can see based on these swatches, wow, they are beautiful, beautiful sparkly shimmers. So a lot of those holochromes, they do have some rainbow speckle to them. Ooh, yeah, lot of holos in those holochromes. And yeah, that's all I always say about this one. I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but I just want to talk about it. It's so beautiful. And then the next one, I'm just sharing this one sharing the news of this one. It's by Menagerie Cosmetics. I might pronounce it wrong, but this palette is so cute. It's called Our Beloved, or it's Arthurine. It's the Arthurine palette. It is so cute. Their covers are always adorable. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And the swatches, they're actually really perfect. It looks like a perfect everyday palette, autumn palette, but it only has 2 shimmers, so that's the only thing about it. I don't really need this one, but I just want to bring it up to you guys. I was just gonna talk about it without even knowing the color story, because they just released the color story reveal and it's gorgeous. So it's a deep color story. So it's from Micka Beauty Shop, and yeah, a lot of deep colors. So if you're not into deep colors, this palette isn't for you. I have not seen the swatches, so I'm waiting. Oh, there is the swatches. Yeah, the shimmers, they are stunning. Oh, the matte choices. I love the blue and the purple and the pink and the green aqua shade. Those are the matte choices I'm into. But do I need this one? Oh, look at the shift from that yellow one, the yellow orangey shade. It is beautiful. They are a smaller indie brand. Just wanted to share. I have not tried their formula. I think there was like a blue palette. Oh, it was like Glacier palette, I think. I think that was the one I wanted for a while, since last year, but I just haven't had a chance to pick it up. But yeah, this palette is gorgeous, but it's something I'll probably pass on it. I could probably live without it. Just being realistic here. A lot of you might be surprised that I did not pick this one up, but I want to now. So should I pull the trigger? Do you guys have this one? I mean, it looks special. I already know it's gonna be a good one, so I just need to pull the trigger. Should I get this one? I really love the color story to this one. It's the Dead Cosmetics Element 115 palette, and I know I haven't been following along the brand so much. It's because of the incident or the issue with their mystery box. I bought it. I didn't make a video of it, but I felt really off about the brand since then, and that's why I feel like I haven't been enthusiastic about the brand. I feel like I don't love them as much as anymore, but that's just me. I think I bought maybe one palette after that, or maybe I think it's just a rainbow highlighter, which I have not even used. But this one, I do want to pick it up. Like, I just love the color story. It looks so fun, and it looks super fun. Like, it looks so perfect for spring and summer. Such a colorful palette. I would not expect like Adept Cosmetic to come up with a color story as colorful as this. Usually, like some of their palettes, they kind of lean a little bit more neutral or kind of masculine, but this one's like super girly and cute. So, and then with that vibrant purple shade, yeah, this color story, it is speaking to me. So I'm not sure if I'll pick this up or not. I'm thinking about it. It looks super special. I know it's special. I feel like I should pick it up. So I'll let you guys know. I don't know. Should I pick it up? Would I regret it? Not sure. I had to take a break, touch up my makeup. I didn't apologize before. I'm sorry about my mascara. You know, searching mascaras, man. So this one, I knew it does that to me. The Benefit, they're real magnetic. Well, usually all Benefit mascaras does that to me. It transfers. So it did it earlier, and I fixed it, and then it did it again. So I'm hoping it doesn't. I put another mascara that doesn't flake on me. Oh, I can't believe I still have a backup of this. It's Item Beauty Lash Night Mascara. So I didn't take off the mascara, so I'm hoping it doesn't transfer this time. After we retouch my makeup, I did my concealer just over the powder, putting light powder over it. Yeah, man. So I have to fix my makeup practically, but without taking it off. But let me just talk about where I left off. And I left off at the Little Cosmetics palette. At the cover of it, it's the Midnight Serenade. Love the name of it. Love the cover. It's not a butterfly, but it's a moth. But it looks so gorgeous. So I was expecting this color story to be really deep, and it doesn't look as deep as I would like it to be. It is a gorgeous color story. It's a gorgeous neutral palette with a few pop of colors with that blue. Most of the blues, the two blues, those are like the pop of colors. So it definitely neutral. I don't mind it. Is it something that I need? Something new that should be added to my collection? Is it unique enough for me to pick it up? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just holding myself back. But I think normally if I wasn't holding myself back, I'll probably get it just to try out more from Little Cosmetics. Because the only thing I tried out from them is their Wildflower palette. And that one, my expectations were a little bit let down. I mean, it's just the finish of the multi-chrome formula. It was more smooth. Not super into smooth multi-chromes that much. It just depends. It has to have sparkles. Like the Glaminatrix multi-chromes with this one. With the, what is it? Rich Romantic. They're smooth, but they're really sparkly. So I don't mind it. But the Little Cosmetic, it's more of a glowy, smooth with the Wildflower palette. But that's why you can't really judge a palette. Judge a brand based on just one palette. It's always good to try out multiple palettes, at least 2 or 3 palettes, and I will say you'll get a good grasp of how the brand is like. But this one, I would love to try them out. I like this palette. It looks so beautiful. The more I look at it, beautiful color story. The next palette I want to talk about is a brand I haven't bought from a while. It's from Shroud Cosmetics, and it's the Dark Academia palette. And this palette, it does look gorgeous. I mean, I see those mattes in various palettes, so it's not like the mattes are super unique. Maybe besides the Epilogue shade, that one's a little bit cool toned. It looks flattering. But all the other mattes, they're pretty common in most palettes. But of course, the main star of the show in this palette are the shimmers. And I haven't checked recently. I'll probably check right now if they posted swatches. But that's what I was waiting for. I screenshot these like a few days ago. Let me see. And they don't have swatches yet. So I'm really sad to see that, because maybe I would have purchased it based on the swatches, because those shimmers do look beautiful. But then again, you guys could always shop your stash from if you have a huge single collections. Like, do you look super pretty? I just want to see the swatches, see if I can dupe it, because I don't need the whole palette. I have those mattes. I could find those mattes in my palettes, especially with the other shades. Besides that, cool tone shades, I have to see where I can get that shade in my collection. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy this one. I'm passing it. But it is beautiful. But the next one I want to talk about, let me see, almost done. This is like a brand new brand. I'm not sure how long they've been around, but I ran into this post from Angelica. Oh, every time she posts her hand swatches, I always fall in love like how they look. Like they look so vibrant. This color story is vibrant. This brand is Dede Signature. So they're an indie brand, and this is the Jingle Bell Ruby palette, and I'm in love with this color story. It has a lot of green, so half the palette is green. So if you don't love greens, then this palette's not for you. But it's a holiday based palette, and the holiday Christmas color is red and green, and there's not a lot of reds. The reds, they run more of a berry brick red, which I appreciate. And then the shimmers, some purplish shimmers. I think this is such a beautifully created color story. Even with the greens, they don't look repetitive, because when I see the other swatches on their website or on their page, the brand, the greens look really different enough. Even though it's just half the palette, it looks beautiful. I'm tempted to get this one. I have not tried it from them, but I love the color story, especially that shade. I think Crispy Trees. I think that's a shimmer I'm dying over. Guys, yeah, I'm really like into this color story. Okay, this one, you guys will be surprised. I should have talked about this one early on, but the Oden'S Cosmetics palette is the holiday palette. Is their limited edition. The ones they released last year, I don't know if I did videos on them. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think I did, but I have talked about them in the ranking video. I have talked about them on my Instagram. I love the ones from last year very much. The Christmas Eve is very, very dear to my heart. I love blues, and I don't have a lot of blue palettes in my collection, so I know I'm talking about the other two palettes, but I'm just saying those are the best palettes I have tried from Oden'S, and just having those two palettes, they're the best. They're amazing, and that's why my expectations are higher with Oden'S. Like, I want them to come up with palettes that are to the same quality as those, like as special as those, something that grabs my heart. And these two, they lean more muted, and the only one that's calling to me is the, what is it, the reindeer one, I believe, or yeah, I think it's the reindeer one, the one with the pink matte. I think that's out of the two, that one is the most unique color story. And I'm seeing looks online, and I am enjoying how the looks are looking. That's why the swatches they have on their website, they don't bring them to justice. But once you start seeing the real swatches from everyone else and then the looks, you might fall in love. So that's why I'm kind of thinking about this one. And they were on sale. They were on sale in the Black Friday sale. So I guess that's another reason. I would have picked it up if they were on sale for sure. The pink one at least. The other one I don't need. But man, Oden'S shimmers, they always get to me. They're sparkling and beautiful, but I don't need the other one. But I am thinking about this one. But realistically, I'll probably wait. I'll wait on it. But let me know if you guys have these palettes. What did you guys think about them? Because my expectations are really high with them. I mean, I want them to come up with iconic palettes like those two from last year. Like, they're really good even till this day. I saved the best for last. So this one is a brand new indie brand. So they just started out recently, and this is their very first palette. And right now they just announced a restock. Oh, because I was gonna get it like around Black Friday. I don't think they had it on sale, but it was just gonna be a splurge kind of thing. So there was a few, you know, once you buy stuff, you kind of want to, that's why I didn't go crazy. I had self-control, but this one I'm still wanting, and the looks I've been seeing, I've been loving. This color story is so beautiful, and the person behind this, I won't say who it is out of respect, but they are an artist, and I love their work. Their work always inspires me. Like, their style is very unique, and like, it just screams their name, and I think it has a great meaning behind it. I read it somewhere. I can't find it anymore. It could be just me. I can't find it. The swatches you guys seen. If you guys know who it is, the artist behind it, swatches, looks. So they know their formulas. So I really trust, even though without trying out the brand, and just based on the looks, all the swatches, I know this brand is going to be so fantastic and highly worth it. So that's why I'm really tempted to pick it up, and I think I might, guys. I might. So that's all I wanted to talk about. And let me just say, oh my gosh, so from out of these, which ones do I want to get? I want to get the Moth and the Moon palette for sure. That's like one of my top priorities. I am really tempted by the Jingle Ruby palette too, but I have to make decisions like which ones I prefer. So that one has a lot of greens. Well, that one does have a few greens. And then the Dead Cosmetic Element 115 palette, I don't think it's limited edition, so I could always wait on it. So I think those are the top three that kind of screams like, oh yes, I want it. I want it badly. Yeah, because all the other ones, I think I could live without them. The singles from the single collection from Shine by SD, I just seen the prices earlier, and it's I should have mentioned it earlier. I should have been expected, but the prices are going to be based on the singles, so it's, I don't think you're getting a huge discount. I haven't really checked exactly, but getting the whole collection, it's going to be very costly. So I think they're going based on the price of the value for each single, which I'm not mad about. Some single brands do that, because creating those singles, especially special singles, they could be expensive. But so I'm not sure if I'll pick up any shades. If I do, I'll be sure to share it on my Instagram story, and it'll be like my first time trying out the brand if I do decide to pick it up. But I'm hoping I can, so I could support the artist that they're collabing with. So that's the main reason why I want to pick some up. I'm still thinking about the Unearthly Dreamer collection. So I'm just gonna wait, see if I still want it later. I think that's the only thing that I'm kind of like, I'll wait on, that I want, but I'll wait on. And then the other three, I want them too, but I think out of the whole ones, that'll probably be worth it for me just to be happy. Or it's probably the Moth and the Moon palette or Element 115. I'm kind of stuck between those two because they're both really like different and unique. I think I could do a lot of creative and fun looks with those. But yeah guys, that's about it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's my very first video. It's gonna be long. I'm sorry. I talk a little bit too much sometimes, but that's just the way I am. And maybe I'll make the video shorter next time. But oh, also another thing, I talked about my Black Friday sales, so that's the reason why the video went a little bit extra long. I did a 2-in-1 video. Anyways guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new to my channel and enjoy this video, enjoy seeing indie palette reviews, especially those, because I do. I mean, I don't do as much anymore, but whatever that I'm into, I will be sure to give you guys reviews, even if they're kind of old palettes. Like right now, I'm still working on the Rich Romantic palette, even though it was released maybe a month ago or so. I'm still gonna do a review on it because I just want to share my thoughts on it in case you guys are on the fence about this one. So I can't wait to share that video. That video will be next after this. But anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.